Hey guys, welcome back. Got another turn here for you. I can type my password in right. For Mountain Arena. A dire portent. Uh-oh, Mictlan has put up Mother Oak, it looks like. Look at that. I think this puts him in a pretty good position one right now. So what's going on? We've had a stare down between Yomi and Ubar. With Yomi also catching some of the Jin raiding squads. So it's, maybe looking a little bit in Yomi's favor, but I think there's one of the things that can swing either way. Mictlan is looking just in an extremely dominant position right now, and Lanka is also looking pretty damn sharp. Got a few indie flags here. The other thing we're waiting to see is what happens with Tianchi and Hinam. So anyway, there's a bunch to look at. Let's start with Yomi and Ubar, because I think that we've got some battles here I can see. Okay, there's just 80 Bakemono coming in. So one of the things to appreciate with archers is they can kind of, like, one way to think about it is they can kind of kill so many units before they close in melee. And so, like, maybe versus the first, like, if you have 200 archers, maybe, like, the first 80 troops, so, like, if somebody's bringing, like, 130 troops, right, but they can kill 80 before they close in melee, then they'll probably be able to rout the army, right? But if you bring 200 troops, which doesn't seem that much more, you kill 80, well, there's still 120 left, and now your archers are in melee with them, and you may lose. So there's kind of like a critical mass thing with archers, and there's a critical mass with, like, countering archers. And this is a lot of dudes. I mean, we don't know how actually how big it is, but there appear to be at least 6 Dione. And we've got, I mean, he's mostly emptied these forts. I don't know how this is going to go. I mean, we know that Ubar is crushing it in research. So, that's potentially going to be just a total game changer for him. Compared to, if we look at Yomi here, Yomi normally sucks in research. Yeah, he got a bit of, because he had an awake researcher, he had a decent start, but just is not ramping up at all. And a lot of his cap turns have been making Dione, which have been running around, not researching. But the question is, what does Ubar have researched? I'm assuming we've got flaming arrows. But I'm not sure what else. He's not going to have, like, the 7s yet. He could have Legions of Steel, Strength of Giants. He's probably also going to have elementals. Like, Earth Elementals, big Earth Elementals would be really good here. Just because they're going to stomp the shit out of both Dione and Kooni. Put the Kooni in their second form. They'll also kill Dione. Right? Enough of them. Like, Dione can get trampled. So, I'm not sure. We've got a showdown. I'm not sure what he's saving for, what he's aiming for. This could go either way. Anyway, that's that matchup. Hinam appears to just be marching his army off with a big rage boner running at Yomi. But there was a Dione around here. Okay, he moved up this way. I think the Dione had been site searching. One of the things we have been noticing the past few turns is the gym income for Yomi has been going freaking crazy. It's got this. Woo! Woo! That's nice. Academy of High Magics. I don't think I've ever had that. That's a very rare sight. Yeah, I think a lot of his gem income he found was actually just this. I mean, this is 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a 6 gem site. Damn. Or a 6 gem province. So we'll have to see. But anyway, that's that conflict. Hinam and Tianchi just looking furiously at each other. Tianchi has not really made any moves to go after Bogus here either. I think if you're Tianchi, unless you have some kind of particular agreement, I think you just come over here and kill Hinam. I don't think there's a strong reason not to. Potentially, your very killy dudes can be super combatanted by Hinam, but he's going to need a lot of research. Like, by the time you get Construction 6 and, you know, Alt 5 and Enchantment 3 and Blood 5 or 4, like when you have access to all the buffs, all the magics, those Milkworks can get pretty tough to kill. But that's kind of the thing, is I don't think Henom has most of that. So I'm not sure what he's doing or thinking. I'll be interested. Hopefully he sends us a message. Maybe we'll send TNG a little message. I was wondering what your plan is. The viewers would love to know. Of course, you don't have to share. Smiley face. Let's do a winky face. Okay, winky face. Here we go. Hopefully they'll let us know in a couple turns what their plan is. And that's basically that column. Coming over to Lanka, where Machaka's been killed, Demon Knights and a Succubus have arrived. They do have Seduction, but these are 30 morale, so you're not going to... Like, Lanka has the ability to seduce, but you're not. It's not going to work on these guys. I was thinking it'd be cool if you could steal them somehow. Don't see much. I mean, Lanka's got a bunch they can do. They've got some indies left to go after. They've got a throne to take. Yeah, they've got 5 indie provinces. No, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 provinces with indie flags. That's like almost conquering somebody that they have left to kill. So anyway, we'll see what they end up doing. But yeah, the Misfortune 3 and the Death 3 is very strong. He had mentioned in a previous message that he's got a lot of PvE stuff to do. Okay. TNN and Agartha. Now, what we know is that this army has stealthed out, because it was here last turn. But the big conflict for TNN is they don't really have an easy way to kill this dude, Earth-Made Flesh. The other problem is they're not going to do great against this many Magma Kids. And before, Agartha hasn't really... Or they've been split up, right? We haven't seen a real consolidation of force. And so it was like Agartha going half in versus TNN going all in, and TNN was kind of smacking him. But Agartha's getting pretty close to the all-in position. We do have a raid back here, and he kills... I think this is in the Agarthan lab, too. So he kills this Earth Reader. This is where it's good if you have like a random mage, put Earth Gems on them. Maybe they can do summon Earth Elementals. Because there's a chance like 3 Earth Elementals. Although you might just barely get that third one off would kill this. Anyway, instead he loses. And oh my god. Yeah, that's a pretty good... I mean, yeah, it's worth loading that guy up with gems just because it's like 1 turn of gem income lost here is enormous. It's like crippling. Not crippling, but it's expensive. But yeah, we're going to be treated to a really big fight here pretty soon, I think. Coming down... Oh, we've already done that. So that's in Lanka. And that we're almost done. It's going to be a really quick episode. Lanka... Oh. Not Lanka. Mictlan. We've got a showdown. How is a Nifl Jarl going to do? Oh, he's PD dumped. Niflheim has said, fuck you. I've got my profit, of all things, with the HP bonus, a fuck ton of armor, and these good giants. Oh, you don't do quick and self with this guy. You don't do quick and self. There's a mistake. There's definitely a mistake. Liquid body you do. Holy Avenger. He might have done too much of a PD dump. I think he's going to rout himself. Oh, he might get killed before that. I mean, these guys are killy. Look at that. 24 damage. 27 protection. Yeah. You're going to... I mean, it's like quote-unquote chip damage coming through. But the chip damage hits are going to be pretty big. Because you're only 3 under for the damage that they're doing. And the clubs actually are going to be doing more. Like, these clubs are 32 damage. So the clubs aren't doing chip damage. The clubs are doing, like, full-on damage. And then these guys are doing chip damage. Do they have a strength bonus here aside from the bless? Oh, it's blood surge. That was the other problem about doing the PD dump. Is the problem if he didn't do any PD dump, imps and swarm critters might have stopped him from getting a script. Problem during the PD dump is you can HP route him, so this guy might route, we'll see. But you're also letting these guys, a lot of these guys have blood surge on them. And that is definitely, like that extra, 3 damage can definitely be the difference between living or dying as a super combatant. It's one of the reasons blood surge isn't great. A lot of times is because in some of the situations where you really need like the absolute most damage you can to chip through a super combatant. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. It's kind of interesting dissecting what's happening here. I think some of these guys are quickened too. Yeah, like this guy's quickened. This is really good Mictlan play. I feel like I've learned a lot watching it. This is definitely the best I've seen Mictlan played. And that's what I like about this too, is it's like this map forces you to take, not forces you, it encourages like a very aggressive build. Like you need to be ready to like really go hard at whoever you're gonna fight. Like really hard. And this is the best early game Mictlan I've ever seen, I think. I mean, I've seen a lot of Mictlans who become oppressively strong, where they scale really hard and they've got all the things, you know. But normally that's happening kind of like later in the game. Normally at the beginning of the game, they can be strong and spooky, but I feel like this is just like a whole nother level of strong and spooky. I feel like it's really good. The 3 Neefel Jarls are coming up this way. There's another pack of Mictlan dudes right over here. This pass is closed off now, too. The other thing we didn't look at is, was he fatigued out? Because this is a beefy boy, guys. I mean, he's got liquid body. He's at 39 encumber or fatigue. How much fatigue did he die with? 51, so he was not fatigued out. Yeah, I mean, fighting in cold would probably help some. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Mictlan does attack here. There's a guy. Oh, there's 4 Gaijas inside. Oh my god. Race skeletons. They don't communion up. I think it's probably better they communion up. You get more bang for your buck. Oh, it's ethereal jaguars. See, look at this Mictlan player, man. Demosthenes, you're doing good, dude. Ethereal quickened jags running through the wall. I mean, that's so brutal. Oh, we'll skelly spam and fill up the gate. Yeah, good luck. Watch this. Quickness, body ethereal. Oh, man. This is some good Mictlan play, man. This is really good. I mean, he deserves to win the game for this. I'm putting my money on Mictlan. I mean, they've been, I think, in position 1, but I think they've clinched it now. They got Mother Oak up. A great timing on that. They've got the crypt underneath, right? So they've got not a huge deal for Mictlan, but, you know, it's significant. Ooh. I mean, are they number 1 in gym? They're not number 1 in gym income. They're close. Oh, no, now they are because of Mother Oak. Before that, they weren't. But he did also he not only got Mother Oak this turn, but he got the crypt underneath. So Mother Oak is 10. This is 3. You know, that's a lot. Liquid Tower. Meanwhile, in Niflheim's lands, nothing really much happening. Other than the traditional barb infestation. Elves on the capital. Siege chaff moving in. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Niflheim's doing here, really. I guess he's upset with Mictlan. I'd be interested to just hear what Niflheim thought the agreement was. Because I understand why he did, because this getting closed off means this area cannot be reinforced. So I understand why they made a deal like that would include this. I wonder if he like misunderstood the deal though. It's so easy to misunderstand things. But like I wouldn't be upset. Like if I make a deal, I'm not going to put a temple here so that this doesn't get closed off. Because this is untraversable right now. Like if I make that deal, I'm not going to be surprised if they attack me if I violate it. Because it's like, what are you doing with these Nifl Jarls? Like, why would you be attacking Mictlan because you broke the deal when you really need to defend your capital? When your whole strategy is making Nifl Jarls, you know? So I'd be interested to hear what he thought. I don't think he watches my YouTube channel though. Like, I think he mentioned that in the game chat. Like, oh, I've not seen your YouTube channel. It's like, okay. So we probably won't hear from him, but maybe we'll hear from the Mictlan player. Yeah. So I think that's about it, guys. Let you out with 4 minutes to spare before the 20-minute mark. And we'll see you next time. Take care.